Choose only one alien girl. Unthinkable. I wanted both sisters tonight. The twin moons of Ioria hung low across the valley, spilling silver light over the alien plains. Ethan adjusted his jacket, the edges still scorched from the shuttle's crash earlier that day. Smoke curled faintly from the wreckage behind him, but his eyes weren't on the fire. They were fixed on the two figures at the clearing's edge. They moved like mirrored flames, tall, sleek, their skin glimmering with the pearly sheen of their kind. Sisters, he knew instantly, though they differed in ways that mattered. LRA, with her piercing violet eyes and hair that cascaded like indigo waterfalls, carried herself with commanding, predatory grace. Celine, her twin, had gentler features, eyes glowing softly, and a warmth that radiated like sunlight. Both were breathtaking, both were dangerous, and both had saved his life from scavenger beasts only hours ago. Now, as the night deepened and alien stars blinked awake, Ethan felt the truth pressing against his ribs. He couldn't possibly choose between them. The moons converged. Human, LRA said, her voice slicing through the quiet like a blade. You're far from your kind. This world isn't meant for you. Her gaze pinned him, daring him to flinch. Celine stepped forward, brushing her sister's arm, her tone softer. He's lost, LRA, and wounded. He needs more than suspicion tonight. Ethan swallowed. I owe you both my life. Tell me how to repay it. If not, at least let me rest until sunrise. The sisters exchanged a look that held unspoken meaning. Then Celine extended her hand. Our dwelling is near. Come with us. The beasts won't follow if you walk beside us. When her fingers touched his, a shiver of electricity passed through him. Behind her, LRA's smirk deepened as if she saw it, too. The sisters' dwelling was carved into a cliffside, glowing faintly with bioluminescent vines. Inside, it was both cavern and temple, lit by drifting orbs of living light. Celine guided him to a stone bench padded with woven moss, examining the cut on his arm with deft, cool hands. LRA lingered at the doorway, arms crossed, eyes never leaving his face. You trust too easily, LRA said at last. Two alien sisters bring you into their lair, and you don't even question what we want. Ethan forced a smile. Should I? You saved me. That's more than I expected today. For the first time, LRA's smirk flickered into curiosity. Celine dabbed his wound, then whispered, You've been hurt more than this crash, haven't you? Ethan met her glowing eyes and let his walls slip. I've been alone for a long time, longer than I thought I could bear. Silence followed, heavy and electric. A dangerous choice. The sisters stood close now, one on each side, their mirrored beauty almost unbearable, their differences pulling him in opposite directions. Celine's warmth promised solace, a haven from chaos. LRA's fire promised challenge, a spark to ignite the emptiness inside him. His pulse raced. He wanted them both. LRA tilted her head, reading his thoughts as if he'd spoken. He can't choose, Celine. Celine's lips curved in a secretive smile. Then perhaps he shouldn't. Ethan blinked.
What?
What do you mean? LRA stepped close until her breath grazed his ear. Our kind doesn't play by human rules. If you want both, say it aloud. Claim it. Celine's hand lingered on his chest, feeling the hammering beneath. But be certain, what you ask will bind you to us, and us to you. There is no undoing. The air thickened, heavy with choice. Ethan's voice came hoarse. I don't want just one. I want both of you. Tonight, and every night after. Silence shattered with LRA's low, rich laugh. Bold little human. I like him. Celine's eyes glowed brighter, her hands slipping into her sister's as though sealing something eternal. They leaned closer, mirrored faces lit by the floating lights. You've chosen the impossible, Celine whispered. Which makes it perfect, LRA finished. And together they kissed him. It wasn't like any kiss he'd known. Alien, electric, resonant, humming through the marrow of his bones. Light burst behind his closed eyes, colors with no name flooding his senses. When they pulled back, His body trembled with something terrifying and holy, bound beneath two moons. Hours blurred into a dream of laughter and whispers, of fire and tenderness braided together. He wasn't divided between them. He was whole with both. Each sister revealed a piece of herself, wrapping him in something he'd thought impossible among the stars: belonging. By the time the twin moons faded into dawn, Ethan knew he'd never be the same. His ship was gone, his old life ash in the valley, but what they'd forged in the glowing cavern was more than survival. It was destiny. Celine curled against his left side, her glow warming him like sunlight. LRA draped herself over his right, her presence a shield and a spark as the first rays of alien dawn spilled into the cavern. They spoke together, a vow sealing the night's choice. You are ours now, Ethan, and we are yours. For once in his wandering life, he didn't feel torn. He didn't feel lost. He felt home, the dawn of belonging. As the cavern shimmered with the retreating moons, Ethan lay between the two sisters, their breath steady, their hands twined with his as though none feared the morning. He should have been afraid, stranded on a strange world, without hope of rescue. Yet as Celine's warmth pressed into him and LRA's protective fire anchored him, he felt no fear at all. Celine stirred first, her luminous eyes meeting his. The dawn welcomes you, Ethan. From this moment, your life is tied to ours, not as a guest, but as a mate. LRA propped herself up, her sharp gaze softened by a rare flicker of tenderness. You defied the choice we gave you. No human ever dared. That courage binds us. Their words sank into him heavier than any vow he'd spoken or received. This was no fleeting passion, no fragile night of comfort. This was a bond. Alien, eternal, unbreakable. The weight should have crushed him. Instead, it lifted him. I don't need rescue anymore, Ethan said steadily. I found what I was searching for. The sisters exchanged a glance, something ancient passing between them. Then, as the alien sun rose higher, they pressed their foreheads to his. Three shadows merged into one. The valley would whisper of a human who dared the impossible, but inside the cavern there was no legend, only a man and two sisters, bound by choice, desire, and destiny. And as the light crowned them, Ethan knew with unshakable certainty he had chosen not one but both forever.